Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and the king, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the Deathslinger. Everybody has been asking me on stream, what do I think about this killer? Are they weak? Are they strong? Is it worth getting? All these questions, because a lot of people don't actually have their hands on this because it's on PC on the PTB, and a lot of people are on console or just weren't able to play the PTB for whatever reason that may be. So today we're going to break it down. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about him, how his power works, if he's weak, if he's strong, and focus on something that a lot of people don't really focus on when they think about killers. How fun is he? Before I jump on into this, I do want to let you guys know two things. We are currently hosting a giveaway for this DLC, so if you want a chance to enter and win this DLC for absolutely free, the link will be down below. You can check all of the requirements down there. And we're also live on Twitch right now. We're going to be playing on live servers, playing with some fun cards. You guys can interact with the stream like never before, so be sure to come and check it out. Anyways, let's talk about this killer, and I want to put it out right there. I want to talk about this first. This killer is so fun, okay? We've never had a killer like this in the game before, and it appeals to a different genre of people. People that have maybe played Death Garden and enjoyed that behavior game, or played a first-person shooter and they're used to aiming, such as Call of Duty or even games like Fortnite. You know, I hate to use it as an example because I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it's true. Games like this that appeal to more of the mainstream of gaming, if that makes sense, is now incorporated into Dead by Daylight. So there's something for literally everybody. He's so fun. We haven't seen any killer like this in the game ever before, where you can literally shoot a gun, reel the person in, and then hit them. Very reliant on your skill and your accuracy, and it's just a new dynamic of things that we've never seen before. And naturally, all killers should be like that, but if you think about killers such as maybe the Oni compared to Billy, you know, similar. You have the speed and running and then one hitting. Very similar concepts, but a concept like this is super unique. So I just want to get that out the way. This killer is really, really fun. If you're thinking about getting this DLC or saving up your shards for this, do it. 100% do it. Anyways, let's talk about his viability and the things that he has going for him and the things that kind of, you know, don't make him as good as he could be. Number one is his pressure around the map and the generators. Now, unlike the most recent killer, the Oni, this guy doesn't really have much in the sense of mobility. He's exactly like the Huntress in the sense that they're both 110. They don't really have any secondary abilities to help them with pressure, such as a killer like Freddy who can teleport to generators, or the Oni who can run around and smack generators down. Instead, he just has a ranged weapon. He moves at 110, and that's pretty much it. You know, there's been people telling me that he should be 115. I don't see no harm in making him 115. Most projectile killers or killers that can teleport, move around, are normally slower. We've seen that with the Nurse, the Huntress, the Hag. So 110 really doesn't bother me all too much. I think he's pretty good at 110. He doesn't need to be at 115, so to speak, but definitely in the sense of applying map pressure, he doesn't really have that much pressure going on. It's a little bit difficult for him to do that. Also, I forgot to mention, my cam looks a little bit different. It's because I'm using my webcam today because my battery is dead on my camera. So that kind of hinders him in that aspect. Besides that, he has a very nice combination if you know how to play him correctly. You can get your basic attack or your basic hit down. You save the best for last, similar to the Clown. Shoot at the person, reel them back in if they get any distance away from you, and instantly kill them. So great pressure when it comes to actually killing someone. You know, you can smack them down quite easily, hurt them quite easily. Like some loops, you can't really loop too well against him because he can shoot you through loops. He can even pull you if you're a little far away, pull you back in and give you a nice smack. And running this would save the best for last really works really good. And he has a lot of pressure in that sense. But again, going back to the whole pressure thing, it kind of makes it a little bit more difficult for him to do that. And he can get you down, but then finding the next survivor, hitting them down again, kind of makes it more difficult. And there's perks that can help, such as maybe Infectious Fright, Barbecue, and Chili. And they even introduce some new perks that can help you as well when it comes to slowing down the generator and times like that. We also have Wall Breaking coming on in, which doesn't really tie in directly to the killer, but does help. So in the sense that pressure being this dominant thing that most people are focused about, I think we don't need to like really step on the gas pedal when it comes to these type of killers now, because there's other ways that we can acquire pressure by doing that through healing or anything like that. And now we have perks for generators. Now that Ruin is gone, we have some alternatives. So now that all of that is out of the way, where do I list him on my tier list? As of now on the PTB, he's subject to change, of course. So it's quite difficult to give a good rating on him because we don't know exactly what he's going to be. When the chapter does come out officially, I'll do a full-length video breaking down every killer and talking about my tier list on that. But for now, I'm going to be putting him in the B tier. Now, if you remember my list from last time, the B tier has some killers that are good if you play them correctly. They're not super duper strong, but they're not super duper weak. I think he's right there. He's not really strong where you're like, oh my god, this is overpowered, but he's not super weak in the sense that you can't get anything done. And the fun aspect of it really ties in here because he's one of those killers that, you know, you can have fun with playing and he still can get the job done. It doesn't mean you're necessarily going to win every single game with a killer such as like the Oni if you play him correctly. It's just you'll have fun, you'll enjoy yourself, and I think that's what Dead by Daylight really needs right now. A killer that is fun, you enjoy yourself, and it works well. So for me, he's in the B tier. He is viable if you play him correctly. You know, even if you play him to the max potential, however, it doesn't mean you're necessarily going to be getting amazing games with him because he's not that type of killer. But what he lacks in dominance, I feel like he makes up in fun. And that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know your opinions on this killer. How do you think he is? Is he weak or strong in your opinion? Is he fun or not? I would love to know. As always, I'm the King. I tip my crown to you guys, and we'll see you in the fall.